Hi everyone, my name's Chrissy. Welcome to this very short chair yoga practice. This practice is suitable for beginners, but it's also really nice for maybe people who have done yoga before. You might just want a little bit of a stretch in the middle of the day or to start off the day, to wind down for the day. It's great for any time at all. So all you're going to need for this practice is yourself and a chair. You can have one with no sides. You can have one with sides like this one. It will just slightly change how we do a couple of the poses. But nothing to stress about. I would maybe advise not using a swivelly chair. You can do, but you're going to need a lot of core strength to make sure it doesn't twizzle around. And just make sure you've got some nice comfy clothes on and have some water by your side as well. So we're going to get started. So maybe don't sit quite as far back as you would normally on the chair. Try and sit a little bit further forward. And you're going to have a nice tall spine. So imagine that someone's dropped a line all the way down to the base of your spine, crown of your head, and they're just slightly pulling you up now. So you just want to be nice and long, nice and tall in your chair. And then you might just want to drop the chin slightly, and that will just elongate the neck a little bit. So once you feel like you're in a nice lengthened position, you can close down your eyes. And we're just going to take a few breaths in and out through the nose. So yoga's really lovely for a stretch. It's really lovely to build strength and to tone. But the most important thing about yoga is it's really good for connecting us with our breath. So breath is the most important part of your yoga practice. So make sure that you're taking nice deep breaths all the way through the class. If you feel like maybe the breath has become a little bit shallow, it's become a little bit stressful to do, maybe you just want to ease off a little bit and just really focus on prioritizing those nice deep breaths. So when you feel like you're really connected to your breath, you can blink the eyes open again. And then just to start, we're just going to take a few little neck stretches just to the side. So drop the head down towards the side. Now this might be plenty. If you'd like a little bit more, you can grab hold very gently of your head, and you're just literally using the weight of the hand to stretch the neck a little bit more. You're not yanking the head down by any shape or form. You're just very gently using the pressure, the weight of the hand, just to increase that stretch a little bit. Anything that I suggest today, they're just options. You don't have to do anything that I say. So if anything doesn't feel right, please don't do it. One more nice deep breath there. And then when you're ready, release the hand, and very slowly we're going to move to the other side. So gently relaxing the neck all the way down. And then maybe if you'd like to, gently resting the hand on top of the head, using the weight of the hand just to slightly increase the stretch. And remember, both sides of the body are different. So it might be that one side this felt really good and the other side you're thinking, oh, this doesn't feel great. So just honour your body, honour how you're feeling. Take one more breath here. And then release the hand very gently, come back to center. We're going to take some neck rolls all the way around now. So drop the head to the side and then drop the chin to the chest. So really drop it down. Make sure there's no tension. So you really, really drop chin to chest, and then we roll all the way around. You can avoid dropping the neck back if that irritates the neck a little bit. So you can just kind of come up and do a half circle. Or you can take it all the way back. All the while staying with your breath, and then we're going to go to the other side, all the way around. One more time. I'm not sure whether you can hear all the little crunches in my neck. It feels very cool. It feels really nice. Lovely. And then come back to center. We're going to take a few little shoulder rolls just up and down the spine. And then if you'd like to, we're just going to take some slightly bigger ones. So just stretching the arms out. They don't need to straighten. And then really thinking about drawing the arms back as much as they can. Coming forward. Dropping it all the way back. Lovely, really nice. Calming up. Dropping back. Lovely. computer's just, there we go. Dropping back. Lovely, really, really nice. And one more time. Beautiful. And then we're going to hook the thumbs, so hook one thumb over the other, and then we're going to take both hands up into the sky, and you're just going to lean back slightly, just opening up the front line of the body. So this is really nice if you've been at a desk today, or if you've been on the sofa, and we sort of tend to round into the body, but this is a nice little break from that position. And then coming all the way back down. Really, really nice. Take the arms out to the side. And then we're going to gather the hands in, interlace the fingers, and then we're pressing the arms away. We're making this sort of C shape, capital C shape with the body, dropping the head slightly. And then just take a few breaths here. And one more breath. Really nice. Then keep the hands together, bring the palms together, and then you can just gently circle the wrists any way you like, just warming up the wrists. Really good if you use a keyboard, you're typing away, or even on your phone. It's really nice just to give the wrists a little bit of a break. There, you could give them a little shake. Okay, and then we're going to take a little side stretch. So take whichever arm you like out to the side. The other hand can be resting on the thigh, or it can be on the side of the chair. I'm going to take a big reach to the side, opening up all that top side of the body. Now really try, if we can, we want to open up through the side of the body so that you're feeling it all the way across the side. So we tend to sometimes sort of close in on ourselves. We really want to open up through the side of the body. If you can, gazing up towards the hands. And then we're going to go all the way to the other side, so same thing. And it's important as well to keep both sit bones on the ground, so don't sort of really lean over so that you're lifting one bum cheek off the seat. And then let's take a little flow here, so just flowing side to side, feeling that beautiful stretch. And you can take this as deep or as gentle as you like. Last time. Beautiful work, everyone. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a little twist. So we're going to either, you can grab hold of the side of your chair, or you can just gently place your hand on the opposite knee. So whichever way you do, you're going to inhale to lift, nice tall long spine, and then exhale, we twist round towards the back of the room. Now we're all different, so we'll all twist at different kind of different intensities. So some of us might just sort of still be quite round to the front, some of us might be really twisted towards the back. So just go with what feels good for you. And the neck is involved, but remember that we're not owls. We're not trying to twist our necks all the way around. We're really trying to twist open the spine here. So maybe take another one of those lengthening breaths. Inhale, and then exhale, maybe a little micro adjustment, twisting a little bit more towards the back of the room. Beautiful, and then very slowly back to centre. Same thing on the other side. So either you're grabbing hold of the side of the chair or just gently placing hand on the opposite thigh. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist around to the back of the room. Take some nice deep breaths there. You don't need to over twist. It doesn't need to be a massive movement. It's just what feels good for you in your body. Maybe one more of those lengthening inhales. Exhale to twist maybe a tiny bit more. Beautiful, and then coming back to centre. Lovely, really, really nice. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to come into a more of a classic yoga pose. So we're going to come into a modified warrior 2. So you can do this with any leg that you like, it doesn't really matter. So you're bending one leg and you're trying to get a nice little right angle here on that front leg, the one we're going to treat as the front, and then you're just straightening out through the other side. And the heel, the angle of the foot is sort of facing forwards, maybe slightly out. It depends on what feels good for you. We're not doing it standing, so there's not really any weight in the legs, so just do what feels good for you. And then the one on the front leg, that foot is facing outwards to the side. And then we're going to take our arms out, and you're just sort of resting your sit bones on the edge of the chair here. So feel as if there's two of me either side of you, and I'm just very gently pulling your arms away, so you're just getting that lovely lengthening feeling in the arms. And then maybe if it feels accessible to you, you're really rooting down in the feet, so you're really pressing into that back foot, and that will activate the inner thighs. And then you're pressing down into that front leg, and that will activate the front of the thighs as well. One more breath here, maybe starting to feel a little bit of a burn in the thighs. And then when you're ready, flip the front hand so that the hand is facing upwards. And then you're going to reach towards the ceiling. Let the back hand drop to the back leg. And then we're lifting up into our reverse warrior. So again, we're doing that side body work. So feeling that stretch along the side of the body. Again, keeping the body nice and open. Nice big breaths here, in and out through the nose. One more breath. Lovely. And then we're going to bring the hand down. You can rest it on the thigh if that feels okay for you. And then we're going to take the arm the other way. So you're leaning into that bed now. Now this might feel a little bit juicy, a little bit on the thighs, a little bit on the hips. And then we're going to come all the way back up. And then you can gently use your chair and bring your legs very gracefully into the centre. Maybe give your hips a little wiggle if that felt like it was a little bit intense. And then we're going to go to the other side. So exactly the same thing again, maybe coming a little bit more forward onto your chair, stretching out through that back foot, back leg on the other side now. Nice right angle on the other knee, taking the arms out to the side. And then it's the same principles on this side. So feeling like there's lots of stretch either way with the arms. Maybe relaxing the shoulders down a little bit. We don't want the shoulders to creep up. Maybe we pull the belly in, tone the belly, bring it towards the spine so that we activate the core, and then think about rooting through those feet. So pressing both feet into the floor. It'll give you a little bit of a lift, and it'll also activate the legs for you. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, flip the front palm, reach slightly forward, and then lift up, reverse your warrior, dropping back hand to back leg, stretching through the side of the body, reaching up nice and tall. Now don't kind of you don't need to drop your hand into this like banana shape. It's just nice and long towards the ceiling. Take one more breath here. Then when you're ready, the hand comes towards the thigh, you can rest the elbow there, whatever feels good for you, and then stretching over the other side. Now this is where you might feel a little bit of juice, you might feel a little bit of burn, so maybe engage the belly a little bit. Remember to press down through the feet again. Make sure we're still opening up towards the ceiling, we're not letting that hand come too far forwards. One more breath here, and then when you're ready, coming all the way back up, and then bringing yourself into centre. Lovely, really nice. So give your hips a little bit of a wiggle, bum a little bit of a shake, shoulders a little bit of a shake. Beautiful. Okay, so again, sitting quite far forward onto our chairs, we're going to do a little stretch for the outer glute. So we're going to bring one foot on top of the knee, and then it's up to you. You can stay upright if that feels best for you. If you feel like you can go a little bit further, you might want to just begin to lean forward. Maybe take a nice, deep, nourishing inhale, and then exhale slightly forward. Oh, that is juicy. And this is really nice. If you work in an office, or if you're working in a seat, you don't have kind of an active job, which obviously a lot of us don't, this is a really nice one to do because our glutes sort of just get left day after day on our chairs. So keep moving with those breaths. And if you can, try and keep your back nice and long, so you don't need to sort of round towards the leg. You're trying to keep everything nice and long and lengthened. Take one more breath here. Lovely, and then very slowly coming back up if you will lean forward, and then very gently relax the leg back down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So very gently resting that ankle on the thigh, so we're not so far forward it's on the knee, just a little bit further back so it's on a nice comfy bit. And then either we stay nice and upright or take a big inhale, and as you exhale, come slightly forward. And we're feeling this in your glutes, so we don't want to feel it in our hips. If you do, it's not a massive problem, but the target area here is our glute muscles. Maybe rolling the shoulders back and down the spine. Take one more breath. And then when you're ready, coming back up to centre. Lovely. Bring the feet back down. And then just finally, we're going to do a little bit of a toe stretch. So I want you to bring your toes a little bit further back so they're directly under your seat. So your knees will sort of be, your legs will sort of be doing that shape. So you bring your toes a little bit further back. And then you're just going to press into your toes as they're tucked under. So this is kind of a modified toe pressure pose. So you can do this kneeling and it's very, very intense. This is just a bit more gentle, but this can feel really intense for a lot of people because we don't really stretch the toes, we don't really stretch the feet. So it's really important to take some nice deep breaths here. Don't let the shoulders creep up. It's really good for us to stretch the feet. Take one more breath. Lovely. And then when you're ready, just gently relax the toes down. Now we're just going to shuffle back in our chair a little bit and we're going to take that stretch the other way. So you're just going to press the tops of the feet into the floor. Now you can do this one at a time because this can again feel really intense, or you can do it both at the same time. So this is where you're stretching the top of the foot and the ankle there. Again, we don't really stretch this area very much, so it's a really nice little stretch to do. Again, though, it can be really intense, so take those nice deep breaths. If you get cramp, don't worry, I get cramp all the time. Just circle out the foot, give it a little shake, and then you can come back in when you're ready. Take one more nice, deep, nourishing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Relax the feet all the way down. We're going to take a nice, big stretch. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And then just for a moment, thank yourself for taking a little bit of time out during your day to do something nice for yourself, to break up your day and help your body do whatever else it needs to do in the day, whether that's work, exercise, carrying kids around, walking the dog, anything that you need to do. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks.